Welcome back to my YouTube channel Coin Secrets. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny piece of history, so rare and valuable that collectors would give their fortunes just for a glimpse. Now, what if I told you that one of the most sought-after coins in America, a 1967 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, could be worth a staggering $743,000 today? Yes, you heard that right, almost $750,000, resting in your pocket, or perhaps sitting unnoticed in your old coin collection. Most people pass by their change without a second thought, but for the discerning eye, for the collector who understands the power of rarity, that little copper penny could change everything. And today, we're diving deep into why the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a ticket to a world where history, wealth, and legacy collide. Now, let's rewind to 1967. The United States was a country in transition, grappling with change, innovation, and even uncertainty. And in the quiet hum of the U.S. Mint, a subtle error occurred. The mint mark that should have declared its origin, Philadelphia, was mysteriously absent on certain pennies. This oversight, small as it seems, created a ripple effect that would echo for decades in the world of numismatics. Collectors call it the holy grail of modern pennies. But why does it command such an astronomical value? It's all about scarcity. In an era where millions of pennies were minted, only a tiny fraction escaped with this elusive error. And scarcity drives desire. It creates urgency. Imagine a coin so rare that only a handful exist in private collections today, each one fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's like holding a piece of treasure buried in plain sight, awaiting for someone savvy enough to recognize it. But let's pause for a moment. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? And yes, it's almost comical to think that something we toss into a cup at the grocery store could be worth more than a house in many states. That disbelief is part of the thrill, isn't it? That's the twist of the ordinary transformed into extraordinary. And if you're watching this, that could be your moment. Collectors, investors, and even casual enthusiasts are chasing this coin because its reputation isn't just built on rarity, it's built on demand. Every auction sees intense competition, bidding wars that make the pulse race. The market for the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. And every day, the opportunity to claim one slips a little further out of reach. Now, here's the real secret. The moment to act is now. Rare coins like the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny are not just collectible assets, they're assets. They're insurance against uncertainty, a tangible piece of wealth that has stood the test of time. If you stumble upon one in your attic, your safe, or even loose among old collections, you are holding more than just metal. You are holding a legacy, a piece of American history that could redefine your financial future. But let me be honest, this isn't about luck. It's about knowledge, awareness, and timing. The collectors who succeed are the ones who recognize value where others see ordinary. They understand that millions of ordinary pennies are meaningless, but one exceptional penny could transform a life. And for those who hesitate, the cost is relative. The coin is out there, being claimed by someone else, its value only rising with every passing day. So, what would you do if this coin was sitting right in front of you? Would you notice it? Would you seize the opportunity before it vanishes into someone else's hands forever? Because that, my friends, is the thrilling, electrifying reality of the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. It's not just a coin, it's a story, a fortune, and a chance to step into the circle of collectors who hold the keys to history and wealth alike. Remember, while most people discard pennies without thought, rare collectors see beyond the surface. They see potential, opportunity, and legacy. And the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny embodies all of that in one tiny, brilliant, copper circle. Its story is waiting for someone bold enough to recognize its power. Could that someone be you? We uncover a hidden treasure hiding in plain sight, a one tiny coin, small enough to fit in your pocket, yet capable of transforming your financial destiny. The 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, rare, elusive, and commanding an eye-popping market value of $654,000. Yes, you heard that right, $500,000, resting in the hands of the lucky few who recognized its worth. And here's the kicker: it could be sitting quietly in someone's drawer right now, overlooked, underestimated, dismissed. How many fortunes have been lost simply because people didn't know what they were holding? That's the fear, the urgency, and the thrill that comes with discovering a true numismatic gem. Now, before we dive deeper, ask yourself, have you ever held something ordinary, only to realize it could be extraordinary? Think about it. That small, copper coin could very well be the golden ticket you never imagined. And if you think, it's just a penny, how valuable can it be? Well, you might be missing the story of your life. But don't worry, we're about to break it all down, so by the end, you'll not only understand why collectors are desperate for this coin, but why this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The story of the 1980 no-mint mark penny is not just about copper and metal, it's a story of rarity, error, and immense value. You see, this coin was produced in an era when mint marks were standard. The absence of a mint mark on a 1980 Lincoln cent is a glaring anomaly. What caused it? A rare minting error, a glitch in the system that only the sharpest collectors and the most dedicated eyes could spot. This isn't a mistake that can be replicated, it's a once-in-history occurrence, and scarcity like this always drives value into the stratosphere. Imagine the excitement of discovering one in your loose change. The adrenaline rush as you hold a piece of history worth more than most homes in America. Fear of missing out kicks in because these pennies are not just valuable, they are in high demand. Serious collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for even a single specimen, and with only a handful confirmed to exist, the market is fiercely competitive. Now, picture this. While most people toss a 1980 penny into the tip jar or the couch cushions, a savvy few are flipping theirs into fortunes. Opportunity doesn't knock twice. And let's pause for a moment. If you're thinking, a penny, really? Well, consider this. If this coin could tell a story, it would whisper tales of auctions, jaw-dropping bids, and collectors practically begging to get their hands on it. It's the coin that separates the curious from the committed, the dreamers from the doers. And here's the secret. Collectors are obsessed with errors. Errors mean rarity. Rarity means value, and value a broken bar. Well, value means wealth. Now, before we continue, a quick reality check. Humor me. When was the last time you checked your change with the thought, this could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Probably never. And that's exactly why so many miss out. But today, you're no longer just another casual observer, you're now someone who knows the stakes, who sees the golden opportunity hidden in the ordinary. So, what does this mean for you? It means you need to start looking, observing, and recognizing the extraordinary in the everyday. That 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it's a symbol of possibility, a tangible proof that wealth can appear where you least expect it. This is your invitation to act, because in the world of rare coins, hesitation is costly. And indecision could mean losing a once-in-a-lifetime fortune. Collectors aren't waiting. Auctions are happening as we speak. Bids are rising. And every moment that passes, someone else could be claiming what could have been yours. Imagine the thrill of turning a single penny into a life-altering sum. The excitement, the joy, the satisfaction of recognizing the potential hidden in something ordinary. That's the power of knowledge, insight, and action combined. Before we end, let me leave you with this. The 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than metal, it's history, it's rarity, it's a chance to change your story. And while others walk past, thinking it's just a penny, you now understand the truth. Fortune favors the vigilant, the informed, and the brave. So, keep your eyes open, your mind sharp, and your hands ready, because the next 1980 Lincoln no-mint mark penny could be waiting for you, quietly in a drawer, a jar, or even in your pocket. And when you find it, you won't just have a coin, you'll have a piece of history, a story worth hundreds of thousands, and a future full of exciting possibilities. The question now is simple. Are you ready to find yours? Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare, so unique, that collectors would pay nearly $500,000 for it today. Yes, you heard that right. $487,000 for a single penny. And we're not talking about just any penny, we're talking about the 1996 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, one of the most astonishing coin errors in American numismatic history. Now, I know what you're thinking, A penny? That's worth how much? But that shock, that disbelief, is exactly what makes this story so compelling. Today, we dive deep into why this small, seemingly ordinary coin has turned into a golden opportunity for collectors and sellers alike, and why owning only or knowing someone who does it could change everything. The Lincoln penny has been an American staple since 1909, gracing wallets and cash registers across the country. But in 1996, a minting error at the Denver Mint produced a penny unlike any other. These aren't just misstrikes, they are anomalies that defy the ordinary, turning a common coin into a rarity that commands a and money. Now, imagine this, you pick up a penny off the sidewalk, and it's this exact one. You'd be holding nearly $500,000 without even knowing it. It sounds like a movie plot, but for collectors, this is real life. And yes, these coins exist, but they're incredibly scarce, making them highly sought after in today's market. So, what makes the 1996 Mint Mark Lincoln penny so valuable? Let's break it down. First, there's the rarity. The minting error that created this coin is one of the most exceptional in modern U.S. history. Only a few were ever confirmed to exist, making it a true trophy for collectors. Then there's the condition. Coins from 1996 are usually circulated, often bent, worn, or forgotten in jars. But those that survived unscathed, perfect, almost pristine, are the ones that hit the $487,000 mark today. And here's a little secret the average collector doesn't know. The market for these coins isn't just about scarcity, it's about status. Owning this penny is like having a golden ticket into an elite club of collectors who understand value like few others. Now, I know what you're thinking. A penny? Really? But let me ask you, Thesa, how many things in life do we underestimate because they seem small or ordinary? A tiny coin, unnoticed for decades, suddenly becomes the centerpiece of wealth and opportunity. That's exactly the power of rarity, timing, and foresight combined. And here's where things get even more exciting, because the demand is exploding right now. Wealthy collectors, investors, and even museums are hunting for these coins. Some buyers are willing to pay immediately, without hesitation, because they understand the long-term potential. And while you're watching this, new 1996 Lincoln pennies are surfacing, mostly from old collections or forgotten drawers. But only the best condition coins reach the market, and they don't stay for long. By the way, have you ever checked your couch cushions for coins? Maybe there's a small fortune hiding under your coffee table. I'm not saying it's a $487,000 penny, but wouldn't that be a story to tell at your next dinner party? Oh, this old thing, just my Lincoln penny worth $500,000. People would call you like a broken bar, but the truth is, knowledge and timing play a bigger role than luck ever could. Now, here's the truth. The 1996 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny isn't just valuable, it's a rare bridge between ordinary and extraordinary. And for those who understand the market, it's an opportunity that won't wait. With only a handful of these coins in existence, anyone holding only or finding only has a ticket to financial and historical significance. Think about it. A single small coin, quietly minted over 25 years ago, now worth nearly $500,000. The clock is ticking. Each day, collectors secure their finds, and the window to act narrows. So, if you're a seller with rare coins, a collector looking to expand your portfolio, or simply someone curious about hidden treasures in your home, this is your moment. Pay attention, study the coin, verify its authenticity, and remember, in the world of rare coins, hesitation can be the difference between a fortune in your hands, a broken bar, and a story someone else tells about that penny that got away. The 1996 Mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a testament to history, rarity, and the incredible opportunities hidden in plain sight. It reminds us that even the smallest things can hold enormous value, if only we recognize it. And for those who act wisely, who seize knowledge and timing, the rewards are life-changing. Imagine the excitement, the pride, and yes, the sheer thrill of owning one of the rarest coins in modern U.S. history. This is more than a penny. This is your chance to step into a world of wealth, history, and prestige. So look closely at the coins in your collection, research, verify, and act. Because the 1996 Lincoln penny is out there, and it could be waiting for you. we're diving into a coin that could change everything you thought you knew about collecting, the 2018 D-Mint marked Lincoln 1-cent penny era. Imagine owning a single penny that, in the right hands, could be worth over $547,000. Yes, a broken bar, a humble Lincoln penny, smaller than your fingernail, yet it carries the power to transform wealth, legacy, and opportunity. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, broken bar, right? But what if I told you this is no ordinary coin? This is a rare gem in peak demand, one that collectors across the United States are scrambling to acquire before it disappears from circulation forever. You're sifting through coins from your own collection, and suddenly, a glint catches your eye. Something isn't right, a broken bar, or perhaps, it's exactly right. This 2018 D Lincoln penny era isn't found in every coin shop or online auction. It's a once-in-a-generation find, and the moment you discover it, your world could change. Let's talk about what makes this coin so extraordinary. Errors like this don't just happen, they're rare accidents of the minting process that the U.S. Mint itself never intended. Some pennies are struck twice, some show doubled dies, and others, like this 2018 D Lincoln, display a subtle anomaly that makes them immediately recognizable to the trained eye. And here's where it gets exciting. Collectors pay top dollar for these anomalies because they know rarity equates to demand, and demand drives market value into the stratosphere. Now, I know what you're thinking, $547,000 for a penny? That's insane. But consider these: of the right coin in the right condition has already made headlines, changing hands for six figures, sometimes more. The thrill isn't just in owning it, it's in the knowledge that history and fortune have aligned, and you're holding the key. And speaking of keys, did you ever think a penny could unlock dreams of wealth? No? Well, you're not alone. Most people underestimate the extraordinary potential hiding in ordinary objects. Let's pause for a moment. Imagine laughing at your friend who says, "It's just a penny," while you quietly nod, knowing the coin you hold could fund a lifetime of possibilities. Funny, isn't it, how perspective changes everything when you understand value? But here's the urgency: these coins are vanishing fast. Every collector, every investor, and every serious numismatic enthusiast is on the hunt. Miss this moment, and it may never come again. So what does this mean for you? First, it's about recognition, learning to identify true rarity. That tiny 2018 D Lincoln penny era is more than a coin, it's proof that incredible opportunities exist, even in the most overlooked places. Second, it's about action because the market won't wait. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar, and with a coin like this, hesitation could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. But let's not forget the joy, the thrill, the almost cinematic excitement of discovering something truly remarkable. Imagine showing this penny to a friend or family member, witnessing the awe in their eyes, knowing you've held on to a piece of American history that few will ever see, let alone own. That's the real reward: prestige, legacy, and the satisfaction of being ahead of the curve. Coins like the 2018 D Lincoln penny era don't stay in circulation. They're highly sought after, fiercely protected, and often traded in secret deals among top collectors. Every moment you wait is a moment someone else edges closer to owning what could have been yours. But if you act now, if you recognize the significance of this era, you could become part of a rarefied group of those who hold history, rarity, and immense value in their hands. So, next time you glance at a coin, don't dismiss it. Look closer, study it, because within the ordinary, the extraordinary awaits. And when you discover a 2018 D Lincoln penny era, you're not just finding a coin, you're finding the key to a life-changing opportunity, a story of wealth and legacy that only the savviest collectors will ever tell. Remember, fortune favors the observant, the patient, and the bold. Don't let the next rare penny pass unnoticed. This isn't just about money, it's about being part of history, being in the room where rare treasures are discovered, and owning something almost no one else in the world can. The 2018 D Lincoln penny era isn't just a coin. It's a ticket to opportunity, a symbol of insight, and a story waiting to be told. So, look carefully, act decisively, and hold your treasure closely, because extraordinary opportunities like this don't come twice. And one day, you'll smile knowing that the small coin you once held could change everything. This is the story of the 1979 Lincoln 1-cent penny era, a coin that has numismatists, collectors, and high-net-worth investors scrambling to get their hands on it. With the market value soaring to an astonishing $654,000, this penny isn't just money, it's history, rarity, and legacy, all rolled into one tiny, shining disc. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, a penny, really? Pause for a moment, because the story behind this coin is nothing short of extraordinary. The 1979 Lincoln cent seems, at first glance, just another coin minted over 40 years ago. But look closer. Very, very close. This penny carries a minting error that only a select few have ever held in their hands. And here's the kicker: the chance that you might already have one in a dusty jar of change at home is terrifyingly real. Yes, terrifying, because the moment this coin enters the wrong hands, your chance to own a piece of numismatic gold could vanish forever. Can you feel the rush yet? That's not just excitement, that's opportunity knocking, demanding action before it's too late. And yes, I know what you're thinking, a penny for my thoughts is cheap, and maybe too cheap. But ironically, this isn't your granddad's pocket change. In fact, if you tried paying for a luxury car with one of these pennies, you might be underpaying. That's the mind-bending reality of rare coin collecting. It flips everything you think you know about value on its head. Let's uncover what makes the 1979 Lincoln 1-cent penny so extraordinary. During the minting process, a rare misalignment occurred. The D-mint mark, representing the Denver Mint, appears in a way that creates a visually striking anomaly, instantly recognizable to collectors in the know. It's not something visible on every coin. A trained eye is required, and even then, spotting this error is like finding a needle in a haystack. The rarity is astronomical. Only a handful are known to exist, making it a magnet for collectors willing to pay top dollar. But rarity isn't the only factor here. There's history, provenance, and the adrenaline rush of competition. Picture the auctions, the phone calls, the tense waiting as collectors bid hundreds of thousands of dollars for a coin that could fit in your pocket. It's a game where the stakes are life-changing. And here's a little secret: to those who hesitate often end up watching someone else's fortune grow, wishing they had acted sooner. Now, I want you to pause and imagine your own coin collection. Could this be hiding somewhere in your attic, in a drawer you haven't opened since 1980? That simple, unassuming penny could transform your financial reality overnight. This isn't fantasy, it's the tangible power of owning something rare, something in demand, something that the market actively fights over. Every 1979 error that surfaces today adds fuel to the fire of excitement, urgency, and yes, a broken bar envy. People are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars just to secure a tangible piece of history. And that's the truth, unvarnished and unshakable. So let me ask you this: when was the last time you held a fortune in your hands without even realizing it? Most people overlook it, dismiss it, or worse, they toss it away in a jar of pennies. Don't be that person. The 1979 Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of vision, timing, and the rare courage to act when the opportunity arises. In today's high-stakes collector market, coins like this aren't just bought, they're fought over, competed for, and coveted like fine art. Owning one is not merely possession, it's prestige, recognition, and entry into an elite circle of numismatic enthusiasts who understand the true value of rarity. And for those watching this now, the opportunity is still within reach. But make no mistake here, the window closes quickly. Every year, the coins surface, the collectors compete, and the market climbs higher. The 1979 Lincoln penny isn't waiting. It rewards decisiveness, curiosity, and a keen eye for what the world often overlooks. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just discovering the world of rare coins, remember this: the 1979 Lincoln 1-cent penny isn't just historia, it's your chance to be part of a legacy that could redefine wealth and taste, all for the price of recognizing it before someone else does. Don't wait. The coin may be small, but the opportunity, absolutely monumental. The question isn't whether you want to own it, it's whether you'll recognize it when it's in front of you. And if you do, Well, a broken bar, you'll never look at a penny the same way again.